strategy. We're seeing it a lot.
Because when DMO have been forced to adapt, this is when they're faltered. So if WE can force them here, we go to a game 3, we recover even more, and we look for that League of Legends we've been asking for. Game 2, here it comes, over in Xi'an. All right, simmer down.
So I did ask Xiaopeng what DMO actually meant, and apparently it means God in Latin. I mean, when he asked me, I just told him, oh, it's Renekton's ultimate.
You know my reference at the start of the split, what I was saying, right? Excuse me, I'm just going to adjust my mic because I almost fell over. Dominus, Clement. If you've seen Spartacus, Dominus is what you call, you know, the owner of a ludus. Ludus that trains gladiators. So it makes sense. The gladiators were slaves, so we're not going to go down that road. But I always
don't know
think
where you're taking
the house of Batiatus. That's what I always think about when I hear Dominus. Shout out to any Spartacus fans out there. Post is actually going to run into Chanhong here. Here we go. Early blood again. Post says, have at me, and just sends him out a little decimating smash.
So an interesting early invade coming in from W. I love the way they did it. They first went into the bot side. Oh,
wow, that's early blood on Domestic. Now, you talk about early invade. Xiaopeng comes in for an early gank.
That was fun. That was fun to watch. We rarely see those level 2 ganks coming up, but in that one, it was a perfect response to their own blue being taken away. They did spot out Chanhong as he came up, and the only reason he would be there was because of that invade.
What is happening? We're just invading now. Xiaopeng goes in, doesn't seal it away. It's beishang who takes it, and the Olaf getting low means that Xiaopeng has to leave. He can't win this trade, and secured nicely by the Olaf.
That was so insane from Xiaopeng. A lot of crowd control and damage, and going into the Olaf like that took a lot of courage.
Yep. Remember, getting the blue buff there means beishang will triple buff this game. So a good start for WE's jungler and an experienced lead that will no doubt lead to bigger clear opportunities in the top side, which for Post is already winning out.
Just taking a look at who secured the first blood, it will be GALA in the bottom side, and a sizable CS lead as well. Mystic not getting with the teleport this time.
beishang trying to come into the mid lane. I was going to have a quick chat with you, Clement, just about the rune choice here. Of course, Until Spellbook for Post in the top lane for the Scion. Also notice the
Lethal Temple is the interesting one. If you see it on the Azir.
Yep.
Now, for the last couple of games, we have been seeing the Electrocute.
Whew. Yep. Still doing okay in this lane without the Electrocute onto xiye. So playing this matchup once again. Biggest part here for me is the fact that for beishang, I was talking about before, the level lead, the experience lead. Well, he's up massively at this point in the game, but the opportunity to come into the top lane is there, as there's no ward control just yet.
It's definitely to be expected when someone does a level 2 gank like that and doesn't follow up with the vertical jungle.
Yep.
So a strong start on his side. Now, I'm really curious if Azir is actually going to change his build path if he's going for the lethal tempo. Like, he could forego attack speed and just head straight for the Ludens if that's what Twila's plan is.
Yep. I was also going to mention, Clement, just looking toward the top side. I know we're a bit scattered in this early game, but that's kind of the series so far, so I'm okay with it. The Doran's ring start is a good explanation, if you would, Mr. Clement, because I know you take it for the AP, and the mana doesn't really matter because of the stats that it crosses over with the health combined.
I think kind of self-explained, just dealing a little bit more damage.
Okay.
And
that's it.
Like, if the enemy is not going to trade back on you, if you're not taking any damage yourself, then the extra AP is going to give you more sustain. Like, if you're going for a Doran shield against a Scion, when is the Scion actually going to hit you? Almost never.
Yeah, that's true. It's a decimating smash that.
So you actually get more sustain out of that one.
So taking it up into the side on the top lane because not too much damage threat. Up 10 CS already in that top lane, and just looking across the board, everything else seems even. beishang, the jungle's cleaned out just a little bit here, as it's still up in CS, but you wait towards that second clear and see how things stabilize, because right now, only 8, but there's some good timings here. Wolves, Gromp available, where, look at the J4. Doesn't have too much that has respawned as of yet.
Good sidestep from Missing. Dodges out on the Blade Caller. And taking a look at this compositions, I think W has a very strong team fight setup.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield coming from DMO, taking the exact same comp.
Taking the Kaiser Scion is just a big slap in the face against DMO, right?
I would call it creative drafting.
I also like that you bring up like the team fighting potential, and a lot of people go, hang on, Clement, like there's a Qiyana here, it's an assassin, but as you've mentioned, as I think you and Rise have mentioned, that the team fighting potential of this assassin is the best yet.
Yes, Qiyana actually is very peculiar in that sense. We don't have an AD assassin with a multi-man stun, ever. Like, that just seemed broken. But we do have to say that Qiyana as a pick, if she wants to function properly, does need to snowball early, and I think that's what the Olaf is for as well.
Sure.
So I think W is going to be prioritizing very heavily in these early Drake fights. They have a perfect composition to really get the damage down to tank and everything of that sort. However, DMO will have lane priority throughout the bot lane and the mid lane.
And that's what it really comes down to. What we've talked about in the past, and my suspect to why we haven't seen more Qiyana is because when the mid 2v2 is part of the weakest part of the map, is Xiaopeng getting forced away. The team's not willing to take this pick. So this game, finally seeing it paired with something like an Olaf, means that as for last game, which WE were ahead, this gives them a chance to hold on to that lead. So xiye just walking away from Twila. beishang once again going back to the enemy's blue buff and taking it too.
A lot of damage there, and I like this move. Once xiye hits 6 and has the potential for a multi-man stun with the supreme display of talent across that blue buff terrain, instantly just go for the invade.
You like that
so
terrain.
Hard.
It's your favorite terrain, isn't it?
It's so big. Look at that. Okay. The tremor is just going to take days to go around that.
But I mean, if no one's in it, then it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but think about the positioning. If you take the blue buff in the brush, like the enemy jungler has to walk in, and you get a guaranteed stun on him.
Sure. We haven't seen it this game as of yet. We saw the display of talent used around that rock just to the left there. I don't know what we're going to call it. Mid-right wall. We've got to have names for walls now, as DMO take the blue buff.
All right, I'll call that the Jake wall.
No, I don't want to be a wall.
Okay.
What names would you give? Oh, hang on. Pause that. Hold that thought. DMO's bottom lane. Look at the 2v3s. Mark and GALA finding the engage. Mystic just gets knocked up. He walks back in. He ults out. Nicely done from Mystic. The crowd goes semi-wild.
Hey, good find on that part. Also has the mid lane going over to help him.
Okay, back to the point. What would you have called? Because like brush wall river, right? I think you just do earth, wind, and fire, right? Oh my god, they're not going to stop. Hello!
I think Xiaopeng's dead.
Yeah, not sure what's going on. The game's broken! Twila!
beishang lives!
He lives! beishang shouldn't have lived. Bissing will die in the bottom lane. We're back to square one as Mystic almost kills Mark. Now, apologize for what just happened there, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll give you the lowdown. I think WE won.
I could have topped that.
Yeah? Yeah. beishang is just low health Olaf, Clement. And once again, we've got an Olaf who looks like he's going to scale out of control.
Yeah, so I want to go back on the fight a little. It feels like Qiyana got a two-man stun around the terrain, so that always works out well. And the focus was completely on beishang, able to heal back through his W.
Because he's 30 CS above, and Xiaopeng comes in for the steal. I'm not sure why you want to be there, sir, but give more resources over to WE, and they're back in the swing of things.
Huh. Okay. Level 5 no flash EQ for Scuttle.
He is 30 CS behind. Why is a great question. As it started with him looking for beishang.
Oh, and the undertow finds him. Wow. That was insane. A very good prediction on beishang's part. The stun didn't land here. And in the bottom side, you saw... No, he didn't get it.
Why are we slow-mowing? Oh, okay. He's walking.
Mystic is a handsome man. You want to slow-mo?
He is a handsome man. We have many handsome men here in the LPL. Who do you think is the most handsome, Clement? I think it's either Icon. I think Kramer's a handsome dude. Twila's pretty handsome. I think he's got some cool style.
He's got some baby face going. I think Mark for me.
You think Mark?
The strong jawline is just immaculate.
You know, unreasonable.
And he has a really chiseled nose as well.
Oh, and chiseled
Yeah,
nose
very
is so
well
hard to come
defined.
by, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's quite rare. I mean, a lot of people out there, you know, I'm just trying to think in this game, is there anyone else? I still think Twila probably definitely up there.
Feels like an R&B singer.
I think the Shy, I gotta admit. You know what makes him more handsome? Is the fact that his gameplay is up there too. Handsome gameplay, handsome man, and his smile. Just
bot lane going in. GALA forced to use his ult.
where?
Oh, just the bot lane. I was looking at the observers, kind of missed that trade.
Okay.
But we saw missing. Probably land a hook there.
I was looking at the Rift Herald getting done while talking about chiseled jawlines. It's Rift Herald taken away. And I was talking about before that jungle lead. Xiaopeng needs a miracle ult. He's 2 levels behind it. They didn't show it in the replay, but going back in for the scuttle, that hurt him so much.
It definitely did, and there was no rhyme or reason to do that.
I mean, he's out of the game now for the foreseeable future. Needs, like I said, a miracle ultimate to bring him back into this one.
I don't think you're ever out of the game when you're against WE, so
that's
good for him.
As we saw in game 1, as Hema Plague used, doesn't hit post.
It does.
Oh, it does. He's just so fat. What? Sion is just such a fat model.
Okay.
You just can't see it. Yeah, use the heal.
Time was up. Might as well.
What do you think I'm talking about? Talking about the Sion, Clement. Come on. Oh, not there. Where is he? Peekaboo time. Oh, nice ult. Twila sends him backwards, but xiye does the old dance. Dance for me.
It's really good positioning on Twila in these trades. He's sticking to the middle of the lane, so you don't get hit by that.
Waiting for that first item there from xiye is Xiaopeng. Oh no. Tremor sense on the Jarvan. Doesn't find him. 3-level lead. Xiaopeng, get to farming. Get back to you. There's no camps. He's got blue buff, but that doesn't belong to him.
Yeah, I don't think farming is a viable way to catch up anymore. So I actually...
What do? Ganks.
Gank.
Only gank.
Like, you have to admit, you're just too far behind. 3 levels behind. I've rarely seen this in a competitive game.
Yeah. Beishang owns all jungle. Look at that. His blue buff on the other side of the river's up. Pings down. He's going for lane gank. Or, yep, it's time to farm. Get him further ahead.
This really hurts because DMO were at least looking for a front line of some sort.
Yep.
I know they always like playing with tanks in their compositions. That's one of the defining features of DMO.
I mean, Chanhong facilitated that well if he got to the point, which I know Beishang won't let him.
They're not going to have that now with Xiaopeng this far behind. So W actually have a great composition to just run front to back and squash DMO.
I think we're going to get a game where we see the best of xiye's Kiana. As, yeah, thanks for the shared goal. Beishang gets some of that as well. Did he need it? Nah. But is he going to get it? Yes. Blue buff will actually be taken by the right jungler on the right side.
Good timing here. They had to use it almost to 14 minutes, so wanted to get that extra turret plating goal.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't exciting. I thought it was going to off. But Beishang's here. Throw it. Yeah. He's just alphaing every laner.
He can do this. Like, he's so far ahead, he can walk into the enemy jungle. Xiaopeng can do nothing about it. And he'll just continue to harass
Clement, he has Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Cooldown Olaf. Like, we actually had never see this. A lot of the time, it's the defensive option, Ninja Tabby, Merc Treads. Beishang is opting for something unique. It's Supreme Display! Oh, it's too late, Twila. Get the soldiers out of here. They're not even facing the right way. xiye looks swift. And thumbs up from Beishang indicates that that dragon is going to make a double mount.
So well done. He had the double stun queued up, flashes forward for it, the Q lands, and then the ult auto attack.
Level 10 now on the Olaf. Look at Beishang walk through.
This is the problem when you're...
The problem, Clement finished the sentence. Okay, I agree. It is a problem. Look, missing may go down, but Beishang is here. Undertow doesn't land. Chanhong comes in now. Might be a problem for the Olaf, but he flashes on after a double Undertow. Looks for the second one, but the Sion just faced first, and Chanhong wanted to join, but he's going to regret this. Will find himself up a hill, but not in time. Double kill for Post, and this game Looking too good for WE.
WE's not going to let this one slip away. They have such a massive lead this
I mean,
time.
you hope not, Clement. Like, we want to have faith in WE. This is a team we said can recover towards playoffs, sitting 14th at the moment. But
yeah, they did finish the spring split, going 6 straight victories. And even though the initial start didn't look that good for WE, they did it for very good reasons. Beishang was coming in. They had the complete vision control on the red side of DMO's jungle. So a smart macro play to put themselves even further in the lead.
now Beishang's starting to influence even more lanes, and that's what you want to see is missing, looking for Mark here, just walking through the top side river. Bottom lane now for DMO, going to move up there as well, but Rift Herald was taken before, so purely just to get them a bit of farm in these lanes. And at the moment, you look at the side of WE, and with the Dragons they're accumulating, with the kills, this game has turned from snowball into, what's bigger than a snowball, Clement? Into,
big snowball,
no,
avalanche?
into the Death Mountain boulders that roll down, you know? An Ocarina of Time.
I still like my avalanche one.
Okay.
That one's probably better.
I like, you know what, my favorite characters from Zelda are the gods, right? They are the friendliest hippos you've ever met.
Oh, I thought those were the little orc guys.
An orc? What universe are you in? Not an orc.
I didn't play enough of Breath of Wild.
Actually, are they in Breath of Wild? I never got that far in it.
Yeah, I still have 100 shrines to go back to.
100 shrines, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. That's one of the hardest Zelda games, I reckon. I mean, you just said you haven't played Ocarina of Time. What do you have to compare it to?
You could just slow time with like your abilities and constantly do that. They have a way to play the game for
wait, who are you talking about?
Mechanically inept players like me.
Oh, okay, right.
But coming back, WE.
Yeah, sure. Like, are you talking about WE here? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah. So what do you think about WE? Because right now, they're still winning out on trades. Beishang's level 11.
Well, they're picking whatever trades, whatever they want, and it's up to DMO to then find and scramble to find something on the map to really catch back. So you can just see WE with how strong they are. 2 for 1 in the towers in the top side, and they only trade 1 back. It's going to be a long lane here, and with Pose getting those kills, Chanhong is not even going to get that much done in this long lane.
When you play a Scion into Chanhong and it does very well, it must hurt. Some part of him must really hurt. As it's going to be Abyssal Mask here first for Post. So I love in this game where we have a bit more stability, where League of Legends being played to a better degree, that we can actually sit back and talk about the items a little bit, because smart itemization, you know, from the likes of Xiye here, and from the likes of...
smart itemization, terrible warding.
Yep. Okay.
Double control ward being plopped down by the bottom lane of WE.
Yep, I thought I'd just ignore that, but that's fair. Mark, no, you've walked too far. Escape! Oh, the Ignite's down, he's dead. Undertow, thank you kindly. Kill number 3. Hey, you remember this blue buff? This is where Beishang started.
Yep, so it continues to snowball again, and
Again.
I'm really curious about the Abyssal match being selected here. Because it increases magic damage being dealt to people, but the only one that's doing that's the only one that's doing it.
But she doesn't have, you know, you got the Gwinsus, but there's no Nash's Tooth yet. Well, it's the long con, the long haul. It's like BLG deciding for the double Elder at minute 1.
Yeah, and Sion himself only does magic damage on the W.
Ah, W max. Wait, doesn't the E do it? Doesn't the Roar of the Slayer do it?
I'm pretty sure that he's main. Oh, maybe AP.
I feel like it does. I know Decimating Smash is only 8.
But I don't think you get the bonus if you're using Roar of the Slayer.
Either way, look, he's so accelerated. He's like, why not? I'll make a pit stop here, then I'll go to the right to score in.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the reason why he's built that. Most of the time, I think you see adaptive helm in this case.
Yeah, misclick. Just like, I've got it now.
They are both purple visors.
Yeah.
That is something that
And you know what? Maybe he's listening to the stream. I'm talking about Ocarina of Time. He purchases a Majora's Mask. Like, it coincides so well. So, apologies to Post for this one, but WE not slowing down in this game. That's an ocean. Next one. Cloud. Yeah, given Olaf movement speed. That's great. And in all seriousness, it's scary. Like, I'm not joking around with this one. Baron's up and available. And WE, I mean, they don't have to force this just yet. Might give a window back for DMO into the game, but at this point, WE just is dotting their I's, crossing their T's. In 20 minutes now.
They're playing a very slow and steady game. Looking at the win rates when they secure first Baron, it's actually 71% for Xiye.
What about when they get Twila on the Azir? What is the percentage there? They get knocked up, perfect display of talent into the corner, but the ult comes through from Mystic, and that's just nicely done from WE. Another kill.
Mid lane, DMO tried to trade something back. Unfortunately, they didn't get
there.
Pose.
And that's immediately the no. One undertow, he's doing that much damage with Black Cleaver picked up. But again, the no is there.
Now, W with full river control. They've done very well of denying this from DMO, so the roam was completely unspotted. And if they get another pick, it's going to be straight onto Baron.
Oh, Nautilus finds his pick. It's Chanhong. The ultimate popped here by Mark, and he gets quickness onto Missing. That's a good pick off as Chanhong right in the middle of it. Goes Golden, rather into the Sanguine pool. They flash forward and they destroy him. The lockdown here from the undertow. Beishang gets involved, and that's where you stop for DMO.
Yeah, that was pretty dangerous for WE as well. Like, their players were already so far split apart that I actually feel like GALA stayed there for a while longer. They could have got the Mystic kill.
Oh no, but WE back away. DMO thought they did. They get caught out. The Cataclysm not used to its full potential. And now sticking around, two-man knock-up onto GALA and Mark. WE get another pick.
All right, W have to leave, though. W really need to leave.
You can't tell them what to do, Clement. They have an Ocean Dragon. They can do whatever they want. They're going to clear out this wave, and then they're going to leave. So, reset city here for WE. 5k gold up. And the Baron just sitting there looking at them.
Two more kills in their pocket. Chanhong just not getting out of the fight enough. Doesn't get the initial pull. Does get it in the second one. And if you watch this fight, look how close it actually is for Mystic in the backline. Really good find on GALA as they walk through the choke.
But look at live. Take us out. I want to see what's going on. Xiye almost died, but Twila did. What was he doing up there? Probably pushing the wave, I think.
Yeah, Twila, the second time he's been caught in this position. And Mystic uses Killer Instinct to fly in. So, was buying time for Chanhong. One saving grace is that Chanhong has been farming up a storm.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't get picked off like at this game because at this point in the game, excuse me if I could say words, WE Southern Baron. Teleport coming through. It's Chanhong finally coming through with the quickness there, and Xiye jumps on the back line. That's a two-man knock-up into the backside itself as the Vladimir now doing work. Chanhong has found his mirror, but beishang is whacking away. Let's go. The Olaf is hyper-accelerated. Xiye is a bomb that's just gone off, and GALA onto Post wants something. Thumbs up. No! GALA has been pulled in. Post is going to die anyway here eventually. Question mark as Twila jumps on in as well, but Twila...
He gets stunned.
Has he got the ultimate? No. I wouldn't go any further if I were you. WE, they get pulled off Baron, but Post, how is he still alive?
Is he actually going to get out?
The old yakety sax didn't get played. He just walks out.
That's insane. He didn't even have his ultimate for that
Twila,
one.
no. Please. Okay.
But that was big for DMO. GALA actually found a number of kills in that one.
Yeah.
4-1 and 2, and he's sitting pretty at this point. Like, the front line of W did not actually hold in this fight, and I'm surprised by how close these outcomes are showing up. Great teleport in from Chanhong, the magic resistance stripped by Baron, and they find an equal fight where they push WE back.
And we're getting later in the game where these fights are looking to tilt more towards DMO. Azir, Vladimir, Zaya's there. Remember, it's just the Kai'Sa and the Zion, like the front line. Has to be mighty for WE for them to win this game. They're still ahead, don't get me wrong, but DMO feel like they have some windows here.
Here's the quickness.
That's what you want to see, but Mark almost dies going in. Teleport's going to go into the middle of four people. They just destroy Azir. I was talking up DMO, but they run to their deaths. The display of talent. Oh my God, Xiye sends it round the creek, and that is when you know WE mean business.
Yeah, there was no flash on Mark for that one, so the engage was definitely a little bit delayed.
Chanhong.
Missing instantly reacts.
Oh, Missing almost finds another pick. That's 3 dead while WE hit the Baron, and with 2 members, they can take this. Clement, we talked up the position DMO could be in, but after that play, we're right back to square one.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the rest of the team. A lot of damage traded back, and Twila just gets stunned by the Nautilus. Doesn't even get a chance to use his flash, and that fight was pretty much over from there. At least they're glad GALA is still sitting with his 4-1-2.
And double buffs as well. Just leave him in the side lane. He'll do something. He needs that third item, but he won't get off the back of this. Mark thought he had the play, but almost dies just going in.
Yeah, and I don't really understand Twila right here. The teleport already being channeled for a long time.
Oh!
Ooh, gets the double and the kill steal.
Yeah.
Well done. That was a good display of talent.
That was cool. Is that your new favorite wall, Clement?
Right, there's bigger walls to fry.
Bigger walls. It's not always about the size, Clement. It's about how you use it. Okay?
It's about the terrain. Yeah, the topography.
Yeah, sure. Well, either way, it looked cool from xiye, and that's what we're waiting to see from the Mobility Boots 2-item assassin who got ahead early in this game and now actually displays the talent of his own. Colonel says we're going to a game 3, and Colonel, you know what? Your chicken tastes good. I'll agree with you based off that.
Getting KFC, bro.
We got our sponsors' food tonight.
Yeah,
so
we got a lot of KFC
hint, KFC. Willing to talk about you more if you want to, you know, cut us a deal. Some good KFC.
Yeah,
very different.
Spider-Verse burgers here now.
Yeah, I'm eating Spider-Man's burger. Didn't even know he had a burger.
And they had a part of the venom in there as well, so it's like mushrooms.
The what? Oh, say it again.
Venom.
Venom. Oh, right.
You know the alien?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
the
venom in there. I was like,
Man.
talking about a snake?
Oh,
like,
no.
Is it like a delicacy?
They're like
here?
putting different characters inside their Kentucky Fried Chicken burgers.
So you get to eat your characters, right?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Well, cool. It's cool promotion, actually. I didn't mind it, although it tasted like
mid lane's wide open here. I don't think W need to force this.
You help me out, brother. You bring me back on track. There's DMO trying to defend this bottom lane turret. But you're right, mid lane opened up by the Sion, and with Baron buff. Looks like it's going to be difficult for DMO. Yeah, look at beishang, though. Looking for the undertow slowdown of xiye. Looking to go in himself, but turret's going to go down, and DMO just with health bars that are not going to support them here.
Slow rotation here.
beishang. Xiaopeng, beishang. 3-level advantage is back, Clement. Not bad. Also, it sounds like Xiye is shouting Gen G. Don't you reckon?
I think they scream Chinese.
I know, but like it sounds like Gen G.
Why would they scream Gen G?
Traitorous. Listen to it again when he sends his soldiers forward.
All right, I will.
Okay, we'll just wait. Camera will follow twice.
Don't use the auto attack. Use your soldiers.
He knows. Ready? Look. Wait. Put the soldiers out. No, he's going top.
He knows the true carry on the team is Chanhong. Get that Flame Horizon. Okay, 243. Get that. Oh, they're actually supercharging him to get that death cap.
Yeah. They need to put some resources on one person. Of course, GALA hits that 3 items, and that's great, but you need the Vladimir to match that as well. That's the comeback potential that we talked about with DMO, but made even harder by the fact that all these inner turrets have been taken down. The pressure adds up. The only recompense.
Look at the pings. Ooh.
Twila again. He's got help by the Rakan though, Clement, so not yet.
I like these WE wards. They're actually making the entire team know where they can actually set up these ganks from.
You're right.
Saw a deep ward in the blue side vision. Now 2 minutes more to Baron. I think W are going to take this one slow.
Good ward from DMO. It's going to spot out Mystic. And missing. What's the beer buff today? 3.5k worth of Harbin. Not bad. I've got a stack of Harbin.
So what actually says there is that buffs don't last forever, but happy times do.
So it's literally saying, don't play League, have a beer. Or do both at once.
That's an interesting interpretation.
Yeah. I mean, happy times. Right. Actually, like I said, I've got a stack of Harbin at my house.
All right, we'll look into that after this series.
Thank you, Clement. Suddenly, Clement Chu became my best friend. That's all right. I was going to say, it's a happy time now that I know WE are playing what I wanted to see from WE, right? Yeah. And in all seriousness, this has been a good recovery from them. After what Game 1 was, I never want to visit that again. And if WE can play like this, it puts more faith in you, puts faith that WE can play towards their win condition. And and shore up some of these games that we had question marks about.
I'm getting very nervous for W for the next Baron fight.
Yes, I mean, that's the other thing, right, is the fact that WE, like, their condition was towards this mid-game, and we're getting late, where DMO is starting to get resources on the Vladimir, who now has a death cap. But GALA still squishy as all hell, even with his oncoming 4-eye.
Yeah, that does count as a single target ability, so you do get the extra damage coming in from Muramana. That's why it hurts so much.
Yeah. 4 items now, Banshee's Veil for Mystic. Baron coming up in 3 seconds though, Clement. So if DMO can't get near, or if GALA has to back like that again, then it won't matter.
Okay, here we go. We see the pings going down. The entire team is rotating over. This is the team fight that decides it.
3K, it's gone down too quick though. They can't get near. DMO lose Baron a second time, and WE turn for the fight is missing its face first. Sends the depth charge out, and Chanhong can't get anywhere near to get onto the back line.
Now, DMO were actually the ones looking for blood, but WE taking it safe and steady. They just back out with the Baron buff.
There's a Cloud to take, Ocean to take up here for WE to reset and get towards the Elder. So even with this gold advantage.
Ooh, look at Kiana.
In a good flanking position. The play of talent is available. The Wombo comes up, double knock up onto post, but he's still not dead. Sends out one of his own as Chanhong is turned on by Mystic, who wants to take the 1v1 and destroys him. While Kiana does die, but DMO, they lose one of their own. The Vladimir goes down, and WE are looking for that front to back 4 versus 4.
Yeah, that was very perplexing from WE because their jungler was no way that he could make it in time. Beishang was taking down the Drake very far away from the flank. And Kiana goes in, instantly gets popped off screen. We don't even get to see it happen. So this is quite bad for WE. They get one of their Baron buffs burned away in what essentially is a 5v4.
God, but they couldn't kill Pope. I mean, that's the only way WE come out that with an even trade.
Yeah, and the positioning was really good there by DMO. But wait a minute.
Beishang is an absolute unit, so never mind. GA Olaf now runs into Twila. Here comes Asion. Chew, bloody chew!
And the game's over, just like that.
Suddenly, because the Olaf was so far ahead, Post runs into Mark. We come out of a replay into real life, and when you come out of virtual reality, everything looks absolutely bad.
Chanhong's the only one holding down the fort right now. He has his death cap. A lot of damage here. They need to be very careful on this one.
And for WE, looking for the re-engage, as simple as that, as Beishang just goes back to hitting turrets now. Onto Chanhong as the depth charge is there. Finally, is it ever going to hit? Post tanks up all the turret, and for WE, I don't think they can end the game, but Mystic just turns, ults him immediately, flashes onto Mark, hits him again, and Mystic just sits on top of DMO, says, how's that for game 3?
Mystic says, enough of this funny business. I'm going to end it right here. Killer Instincts away from the EQ combo and then finds the snipe on the support as well. He does not look pleased whatsoever with how this